sad thing about it is a man of his age can be manipulated by a woman that bad.
Will Hammer.
Hey guys, once again, it's that time of year. You got to get out there. You got to enjoy your family, enjoy the weather, get in that beautiful RV from Mike Thompson RV, and hit the road. MikeThompson.com. Your adventure starts there at Mike Thompson. So listen, guys. Will Smith just decided 4 months later, after he visited his guru, that he was going to apologize. What do you think, Troy?
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
I got the same thing.
Yeah, you had the same one?
I woke up with it this
I
morning.
didn't know he visited a guru to come up with this.
Oh, man.
I just think it's lame. I think there's a thread of sincerity within what he's trying to accomplish and say, but when you have, let's say a minute and a half to get up out of your chair, think about what you're doing, walk up on a stage in front of the world and your peers and smack some dude, you kind of have time to think while you're doing it instead of like, I was in a haze, I didn't know what was going on, I flipped out. Bullshit.
You know what? I kind of agree with Jay Leno, because a little boy might walk up to the stage and slap somebody. Okay, I get that. But by the time you get back to your seat, and you should have realized what the hell you just did, but then Will sits back down at his seat and starts yelling profanities at the cat. So it wasn't over for him. The fight was still, smoldering in his little brain.
And beyond that, he's asked to leave the venue.
And he won't leave.
And he says, I'm not going anywhere. I didn't do anything wrong. There's no hole he can dig out of on this one, in my opinion.
No, and you know what? What's it? Abraham Lincoln says, you're judged by not what you say, but by your deeds. Will, you should give that Oscar back and apologize to everybody else and let somebody else more deserving have that Oscar. That's a good apology.
Yeah, that would be. It almost like Hammer, he turned it around back on Chris Rock, right? He's like, I'm here. I'm waiting for you to come here and say it's okay that I apologize. That's putting it back on Chris Rock, which is totally crap.
And the sad thing about it is a man of his age can be manipulated by a woman that bad. I mean, he's been twisted up by that chick.
Yeah, he has. Not an excuse, right? That's neither here nor there. I mean, he was asked about, in his apology, he was asked, did Jada ask you to do something when she rolled her eyes back? Well, she wasn't rolling her eyes back really at that whole thing, right? I mean, we've seen it over and over and over again. He made his own decision what he was going to do, did it, and thought he was maybe defending her honor or something like that, and that's a whole stretch in itself.
Defending Jada's honor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jada, open marriages, they just don't work.
Not a lot of honor there. Yeah.
I don't know. I think, at least I've never seen one work of all the people that I've known, and it just, somebody's bullshitting somebody, and we all know who's bullshitting who, don't we, Jada?
Yeah, right. And then Will Smith goes on to say, I should also apologize to Chris Rock's mom, to his brother, because he was my man. He was he was my guy. Well, you slapped the shit out of the whole family, dude, and that ain't gonna cut it.
And I don't think when you do something on that kind of a stage, the global stage, I mean, the Oscars, which they aren't what they used to be, of course. I mean, that's why we got schmucks doing this kind of stuff. But it's never going to be the same for the Oscars, number one. And I don't think Will ever fully come back from this, because it's never going to go away.
No, it won't. And you almost want to think I feel sorry for him, but you can't. I mean, I can't. Like I said, it was premeditated damn near, to the point where he had time to stop himself, or even like you just said, Hammer, while he's coming back from the stage, right, turn around, go back, hug Chris Rock, and say, dude, I don't know what the fuck was going through my mind just now.
I think anybody that's in, I don't know what kind of an athlete Will was when he was younger, but most athletes, you're in the heat of the battle. Like when I played rugby and wrestled, you're in the heat of the battle, and then you come out of it. It's over. It's done, right?
Something a little different, right? Yeah, watch NFL football. You see a guy throw a helmet or give somebody a big chuck underneath the chin.
Right.
That's because you're right in the middle of a play. You're all fired up. You're hot. You just got hit yourself.
Right.
I can see that. And those guys apologize all the time, after games or whatever. But Yeah, no, this one's not going to fly.
They slap each other on the butts and go have a beer. What are you kidding me? After
I
just
knew I
beating the
wanted to
shit
play
out of each
NFL
other, you know?
football for a reason.
But you know what? I've always liked Will. I don't know the cat. I know a lot of his friends, but I've always liked his acting, and he always seems like a really cool guy. But then now seeing what he did, that night, but the apology even pissed me off more. I mean, it really did.
Well, like Adam said, you see the guy climb up there. Looks like he just got off a golf course. He's wearing his baseball cap, and he's all prepared for the questions. And I don't know, it's just disingenuous and a big fat smack to me. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, he looked like he still had a tab to close with the cart girl, and then just rolled in like this was somewhere in the clubhouse, and he just happened to need to make this apology.
Well, it's like you see little kids, right? They're the 3 to 8-year-olds just start slapping each other like that, just going after each other. That's just kids and doing what they do.
Yeah.
This ain't a kid doing what he do.
Thinking of that, I just saw a video on YouTube where these 15-year-old kids are in this shitty skating park, and this little 8-year-old comes up and starts grabbing their skateboards and throwing them and using all sorts of profanity. A young kid, 8 years old, and they finally tell him, "Hey, you got to get the hell out of here." And they were very polite about it. And then the kid's mom comes over and just motherfucks these 15-year-olds, okay? Now, the 15-year-olds were really good. They didn't disrespect her. They didn't say anything negative to her. They just took it, and, they're like, "Hey, we're not going to mess with you," and de-escalated it. Plus, they filmed her. Now she's on YouTube and, total ass out of herself. And, what's she teaching her kid? It's the same thing. You've got to play, fair. And what happens by playing fair, what I mean by that is you don't walk up to somebody and slap them just because your feelings got hurt.
Well, and Hammer, something that goes even deeper with Will Smith is after the Oscars, they went to their after parties. He's doing his jiggy dance, right?
Yep.
And I say that because that's the name of the song.
Right.
He's doing his jiggy dance, and his son is yelling, "That's how we do. We hit." It kept going. It kept getting deeper and deeper. I mean, it really reads into who his family is.
Yeah.
They're privileged as hell. I mean, the kids obviously are. And I thought, actually, Jaden is a kid's name, right? I thought he was a pretty good actor. He had that movie with his dad, at science fiction, whatever it was. That came off pretty damn well. But I don't know, to get that long after the show and still be screaming stuff to the paparazzi and whoever will listen that, my dad's right, and, that's how we ends do this, I think was the actual phrase.
Yeah, but you know what, Troy? I mean, you're kind of proof of this. Anybody can look kind of good on camera.
That's why I did radio for 8 years.
Don't make me come over there and slap you.
I'm real good on radio.
Yeah. Hey, Will, you better come up with a better, man to man, bro, you got to come up with a better apology than that.
Honestly, you drop it. He has to drop it. There's nothing more he can do. He's already failed at the apology. He put it back on Chris Rock. It's your turn to come to me now.
Yeah. And by the way, Chris, great job. You've been making jokes about this thing. You haven't pushed it, so you're the true man here. So my vote's for you, Chris. And hey, guys, if you got anything to say about this, let us know in the comments. Hit that like, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace out.